unboxing videos and quick little videos. Yes, I'm trying to clean my room one more time before I start working on it in the next project. So I need to open some of these boxes and get this room cleaned out so I can, um, so basically I can get to work on stuff. So let me go ahead and show you what I have planned for this set that I just bought. Let's see who's on here. Gnomski, thanks for joining me. Gnomski. So before I do though, let's open this up and do a true unboxing of this set. Now, normally I don't collect a lot of Dungeons & Dragons stuff, as you guys know. It's not really totally my thing. And yes, when I was younger, I did play the game, and I was one of the elusive dungeon masters. And I have bought a couple figures. As you know, I got this lady right here, and then I got the dragon, and then I got the cat at one time. So let's check this out. I'm going to light a little closer. What are my scissors? Here they are. So this is the Hasbro exclusive figure, and I put a link in the description. Hey Mike, thanks for joining me. Matthew, thanks for being here. Dorky Hippie 81, thanks for joining us. Nothing on the back. I guess there's kind of like a light imprint of darkness you can kind of see. I didn't see that at first. The angle, I could see it like it was totally black. Like, what? But I guess there is something back there. I was just expecting something different, something more. So this is one of those windowless boxes. So you hope that what's inside the box is what's really there, which is crazy. If you decide to get this graded, all you're going to do is you're grading a box. No one's going to really know what's inside of it, why it's inside that plastic, you know, tune they stick them in. All right, let me get this all cut up. I'm guessing this is the way it's done. We shall see. Soon see. Oh, done. So there's tape across here too. And tape across here. All right. Oh, look at that. Once you get this opened, there is an internal box with a window. So that's interesting. Let's see, look at that. So I guess if you were to get this graded, it'd make more sense to take off this outer part first, but would you lower the price of the figure by pulling off this outer shell? Which seems weird, they have this outer shell on there. It's just taped on everywhere. You think it would just be a sleeve that would just lift up like Super 7 does. Which would make a whole lot more sense to make it a sleeve instead of making it this thing it's all taped all the way around. Alright, so that's cool. We got ourselves a window box, just like we had a long time ago. And here it is. Oh, look at that little cat. That is cool. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they have something like that? It wasn't sitting like this, though. It was long in one of the He-Man cartoons. That is kind of cool. So, as you guys probably guessed, I'm probably not going to keep the figure. I am keeping the dice, though. And I'm... Oh, that stinks. These swords are like King Grayskull's swords, but they're way smaller. I was going to say those were like King Grayskull's swords, but unfortunately they're a lot smaller than King Grayskull's sword, so unusable there. But mostly I bought this for one reason, the black cat. So let me tell you a story about the black cat. The black cat story. Yeah, she said that. All right. So let me go. You guys are just chatting away. Sorry, it's hard to read the chat while I'm doing the unboxing. The unboxing. Let's get this out of here. Is there sun on the back? Oh, there is sun on the back. They got some cool artwork on the back. Whoa, look at the size of that beast of burden dragon they got there. That's pretty cool. Now, someone said there's a book about this. It's like there's like some kind of throne right there. I can't tell, or something. And there's this dragon here. And then there are our characters from inside the box. So even though I'm going to sell this guy pretty quick, what do we got here? There's something else in the box. This is certificate authentication or something. Oh, it's some kind of book. Maybe it tells about the character. Let's see what we got here inside this package. Seems thicker than just a card. Oh, it's a whole bunch of cards. Oh, they're not cards, they're thin paper, and now I got the tape Stop with the tape, you toy companies. Okay, so they're like cards, but they're thin little papers. It's like, at least make them cardstock. I mean, see something cool for us to collect or use for a game or something else. They could at least, you know, even photo paper's thicker than that. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Here's something else. Is the directions to the game, or is this just something I have no clue? Nope. Nope, just a warning. Warning, choking hazard. Don't choke on these. That's a bad thing. Not for children under 3. All right, we got that out of the way. I will put these cards back in here. Hopefully I won't, I don't know if I can call them cards or just pieces of paper. It's funny, even when my kids were little, they had this game. It was a barcode scanner game. And you would scan in the barcodes, and you'd have different warriors, and you could scan like your can of tuna or your soup or whatever else, and different warriors would appear. Well, it also came with a bunch of cards you can cut out and use those as well and scan in the barcode for certain kinds of warriors that already existed. And even those were better made than things I just pulled out. That was like some cheap toy. Well, that's kind of fun. It's got a cool little background scene. Let's go and set that aside. And look at all the stuff. We got some kind of ice flame or whatever that's supposed to be for his sword when it's swinging in the air. We got the 2 swords that are slightly different. We got the cool cat, extra hands, extra head, and the cool shiny green dice. Let's see. Everyone pick a number between 1 and 20. Let's see who wins. I'm waiting for you guys to call out your number, then I'll roll it. So I'll give you guys a few minutes. And if someone calls a number out first, you can't call the same number. Who is this character? This character is from Dungeons and Dragons. I've never seen him before. And my level of concern or care for him is very little. But people online say he's really cool. But I guess this was after I was out. I think he's based on a book that came out. I don't know if it's a comic book or a paperback book, but someone said the book is really cool. So, and they're making another version of him. So he must be cool enough to make a whole new version again. So Hasbro Pulse is making a second version, but no cat. It's like, no cat? The cat's the cool part. Come on out of there. You're the next contestant on. Let's do the head swap. Hooray. All right, let's break down articulation. We have ankle articulation. We have double knee joints. Ooh, those are smooth. Smooth, smooth. Nice job, Hasbro. And then we have upper leg up here. He does have a thigh cut. He has a waist that turns underneath his armor. He has ab crunch. And then we have a good shoulder movement. Double jointed. Nope. Single joint. Nope. What the heck kind of joint is that? Let's zoom up on here and take a look. Let me throw my light on here. I got my AA light here. The AA is the brightest one, in case you're wondering why I labeled them. Alright, let's take a look at this elbow joint. Well, it looks like it's a single elbow joint, but they made it the same way they make a double joint, where it's got the big old indent in there. Maybe it is a double joint. Oh, it is a double joint. I see it now. It's just really tight. The second joint does not want to, there we go. Now it's moving. Now it's moving. Okay. Fail. Even though I know people like the double joints, I'm not a fan of it. And his head moves. And compared to other figures, like here is a figure from Masterverse. He is, well, I guess I gotta aim the camera right. He is not the same scale. She can put her arm on him. Hey, what's going on there, little ice dude? It's one of Frost's friends. Leave me alone, witch. Anyway, so I didn't buy it for him. I'm gonna stuff him back in the package, And he'll be going on eBay for a really cheap price just to get him off of my floor and out of my room. And like I said, I was going to save the swords because they're kind of cool, but they're the wrong scale too. I'll get them in there later. I am keeping a little black cat though. The little black cat is pretty cool looking. Look at that. Shiny. Could be Catra's cat. Wow. So it is kind of small. Could just be some kind of statue she has. By the power of the cat. Psh. All right. The part we've been waiting for. The black cat. Now there is a new black cat they're creating, and this new black cat has like extra legs. It's really weird looking. It's some kind of Dungeons and Dragons thing again, where it's got like 6 legs. And someone said, "Hey, we could use that." It's like, no, that's a lot of work to make that work. Let's go and plug this tail in. There we go. So, wow, that's weird. There's like some purple on there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I don't know. It's this reflection. Nope, there's like a purple kind of pearlescent to this one. My original one didn't have that purple pearlescent to it. Weird, it's on all the upper part of the legs and on its back too. It feels like it's some kind of it's like the plastic might have seeped through in those spots. I don't know, maybe it is some kind of weird paint that did it on purpose. Well, I didn't notice that originally, but that's okay. So here's something I did with the cat originally. Now, the way I got my black cat originally, which of course is now Catra's cat form, is somebody wanted to make Cringer out of this cat because he's very articulated and he's about the right size for our Cringer from the classics. Let me see if I can find my Cringer. There he is, a couple of them. Cringer, come out of the castle. So there is the Cringer we got with classics. Now this Cringer I've always thought was kind of small, and so the guy wanted to make a Cringer, and I told him before I could make the Cringer work for him for the head and stuff, I need to have the original cat in order to do scans and measurements and everything else. And so he goes, "Sure, I'll send you a cat and you can keep it." I'm like, no way. All right, let's go ahead and roll the number. Let's see, we got here, Cobb says 5, Matthew says 7, Charles says 3, Mike Fee says 2. Last chance to type in your number. All right, here goes the roll. Charles, meow. Okay, here we go. Let's see who the winner is. And the winner is 4. Did anybody call out 4? You're all losers. Sorry, you guys. All right. Thanks for playing. Anyway, so the guy wanted to make a Cringer out of him. And since I already made a Cringer head, whoop, there is my Cringer head that you guys have seen many times. I went and made him a special version that would fit on the front where this head goes right now. And I didn't know what size to make it. So I actually made him 3 different sizes, and I sent all 3 to him and said, you can choose the size you want, obviously, because he has all 3 now. So let's go ahead and pull this head off so you guys can see how it looks. So I have the vat of hot water here. Let's just dunk that head right in there. You gotta dunk that head. All right, and we'll just let that sit there for a little bit. Now, if I remember right, there's a little barbell peg between the head and the neck. So a little bit of trickiness there. So if you guys do like this cool armor for Catra, it is on my Shapeways store. You won't get it cool clear red like this. You can get it though in all different kinds of colors. And I of course have made many in the past, but I haven't made any lately. But mine I did for my classics. I think it's pretty cool looking. I just love the clear stuff. It just makes it look so cool. And of course, it's when Catra turns into her cat form, when she puts down her mask. Let me put my mask down. Whoosh! And then she meows right into the cat form. And it's just perfect. Of course, the new Catra is pretty cool. And her mask actually slides down the side of her head. There we go. Dun, ta-da. Of course, once her mask's on, she transforms into a cat, so you would never have the figure's mask stay on down. You just slide it down for a split second, just long enough to grab the cat and have it replace her. All right, let's see if our head, let me get a plastic container to keep the parts on so I do not ruin my cool stuff here. Whew, that's a pretty hot spot over there. All right, we got everything moved. And so I'll have to remake this head smaller, obviously, to fit. But let's take a look and see if I can get this cat's head off. Without, I got it off pretty easy. Look at that. And see, you can see there. Oh, my light's dying. I need to charge it. Look at that. Click at that. It is one dead light. Put it over here to charge. Let me grab light number 2. All right. Is that on there? You guys see okay? All right, so there is the inside peg hole, how it looks. And here's what it attaches to. Now, depending on how far you want to make back on Cringer, you could pull it off here as well. There's a secondary spot that pulls off the same way. So you could go way back there and make both the neck and the head for Cringer if you choose to. Or you can use the pre-existing neck that's there. And when he made his, he used the neck that was there and just used the head that I made. So I'm going to make a smaller version of this head, stick it on there, and then paint the whole thing green, add some stripes, and then I'll have a cool Cringer. Which would be nice because I'll actually be articulated then. Let's see how he looks next to classics for sizing. Come here, flea man. So next to Origins, it would still work. Now, of course, his head will be much smaller once I make the new head. But you can see that it is much smaller than the actual Battle Cat is. Oop. Which he is in the cartoon. He's actually smaller than Battle Cat. So, and I was going to use this for my Classics Cringer, and I never got around to finish it. Even though I made some for other people. Dude, can't you hold your battle axe? What kind of He-Man are you? So that will be cool for good sizing for a Cringer. Both for Classics and for Origins. So there you go. I got the link in the description if you guys are interested. You made the mask and armor? Mike, I did. I did make the mask and armor. They are on my Shapeways store. To get to my Shapeways, just go to he-bro.com. he-bro.com, and you can order. And they're specially formed just to fit this cat on the inside. So they don't work with any cat, just this cat. Let's see. She's very cool. Not sure who that is. That's cool. Maybe Catra. All right. So I think that's it. I just wanted to show people that wanted to see that figure what it was all about, what my plans are. Who knows if I'll ever get around to finishing it. I mean, I never finished this one. So who knows? And besides that, I have to first finish this over here and get that done. Because everyone's waiting for that. Yeah, I haven't seen the new movie yet. I'll wait till it comes out on Blu-ray or something. Or no, actually, I'll wait till it's on streaming. I'm not going to do Blu-ray. I'll just do streaming. Rah! I can't believe there's purple on there. It's so weird. It's got to be painted on there. It's got to be on purpose. I just don't remember seeing that purple when I did this cat originally. This cat is this cat just painted purple. And it's supposed to be Catra from the cartoon when she turns into her cat form. Get that back off point dread. Oh, the black. Oh. Mike, when you said the black, are you talking about all this right here? Is that what you're talking about? I thought it was just a little black mark on there. Is that what you're talking about, Mike? Let me know. Do you have any more swords for Origins He-Man? I have just a small handful left. If you really want one, contact me on Facebook, and I can get you one. Wow, that's a lot of black, Mike. Yep, before I mail it back to you, if I can't get it off, I will paint it so it matches Castle Grayskull green for you. The stinky part is there's like a lighter green here, and so obviously it's not going to match that. It's going to match this color here. So are you cool with me changing this color too, instead of having the light green around it, so it all matches Castle Grayskull? I know why they did this. It's because they couldn't match the plastic color easily because it was made in a different batch at a different time. And so they do is they use another color like this, because we saw that with the other video I did where the Point Dread didn't match the color exactly of the old castle. Okay, cool. I'll talk to you later about it, Mike. Did you also want the rocks on here painted too? Or are you cool with those being left the way they are? I guess I could bug you on Facebook back and forth too. All right, it's getting hot in this room. It is time for me to vamoose. So, like, subscribe, and that is all that I have. The black in the front, yes, to match the castle. Perfect. All right. Yep, we can talk on Facebook, man. All right, sorry none of you guys won the dice game. I was going to give away a free Eternia playset, but unfortunately nobody won. Bom, bom, bom. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't going to give away anything. It was just the knowledge that you won a dice game. That was it. Just the thrill of winning. That was the reward. All right, you guys. Thanks again for watching. Please share and subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them my way, and I'll make a Help Me Hebrew video answering your question. Good journey.